So refresh, it's running for an ECS container. So what exactly this does, I have one button to send the jobs to SQS queues, and I can receive the message as well as I have connected code which is fetching data from the AWS RDS. So currently what I'm going to do, I'm going to deploy it, and at last we will test it as well. So what I want to do here is, first of all, I want to go to the my local, and here if I do the ls, I have docker compose in my local environment, and here I have the task.json. So this file is basically, I'm passing the environment variables, and these all variables is stores in SSM parameter store. So there it is fetching directly from there, and it's not that I'm not passing .env. I'm all completely depend on parameter store here. So I stop this, and I'm going to deploy the latest changes, because I made some changes in the code. So I'm going to create an image, I'm going to tag that image, and then going to push that image to the container registry. So I do have, if I go here, and I have a repository created, which is a private repository. So I will be sending here. So what I'm going to do in the command line here, I'm going to run the commands, and it's going to take some time. So once it is done, I will be back. All right, so I ran the command for docker build, which created the image. Then I tagged the image using docker tag command, and after that I pushed to the our container registry, which is here in our repo. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update the ECS. So here I'm making it force new deployment. So it is going to deploy here. So I go in cluster, and here in the cluster I have the service here. And when I go in task, currently the application is running here, and this task is running. So I have the strategy set to blue green. So it is going to have another task coming up here, and if that task is healthy, once this is set to healthy and running, only then this task will be stopped. So if I go back in the command line, here you can see as well, the status is active, desired count of tasks is 1, running count is 1, and here I'm using the type of Fargate. And when it comes to deployment type, it is set to strategy blue green. So that is what is happening here. So if I refresh, so it will take some time. So we it's still coming up. Now it has stopped the other, and the one which started 1 minute, that's the only one running now. And this one is deprovisioning. So now I go inside this task, and here in network binding I can see where exactly our application is running. I can open it. So here the application running just fine. Now let's check the sending the SQS message. So I hit here send message, it sent the message. If I go to SQS service here, I need to go in queues. I have a queue created, so it's a first in first out. And here what I want to do, I want to go to send and receive messages, and there pool for messages, and there I have the message, and this is the message body. So if I go in my code, I hit the receive the message, so it comes here. So refresh, send, receive, and I got the message. So our SQS is working from this Laravel application. Now this list is coming from RDS. So if I go to RDS, I have a database created, and in this database this list is coming from. So what I want to do, I want to remove these users, then I will get into the container and I will run the seed to get these users again. To the MySQL, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a few commands. First I'm going to get the database. So I have a database created Laravel, and this is the one that is basically working. So I'm going to say here use Laravel. I just selected it, and then we can see the tables, and we have a users table here. And what I want to do, I simply want to delete everything from user. I did. The query ran, 25 was affected. I go back here and refresh. You can see that users now no longer there. So what I need to do, I need to get inside the container. So for that, I need to go back here. I need to get the task ID. So I will go here, and for task, this is the running task, and here I have the task ID. Now with this ID, I'm gonna go here and paste here. So this is basically SSH into it, the container. So here, so the enable execute command is not enabled on this service, so I need to update the service, and so I do that. Now it will again restart the process, so we need to wait. So another one is provisioning. So once it is done, I will be able to get into the container. Okay, so this one is running now, and this one stopped. So I get into this task, I get its ID, and this time I try to get into this container. Now if I go back here and into network binding, open the page, I can see that the RDS does not have any users. So I refresh, there's no user. So as I am into the container now, I can run the PHP artisan commands. So I say PHP artisan optimize clear. This is to clear the config and cache. And here what I want to do, PHP artisan migrate fresh -- seed. So this will put the users back into the database. And that's the user seed. I go back here, refresh, and we have the users back. Now if I go back here, RDS, and DB instance, I select instance, action, and I stop temporarily. I hit acknowledge, stop temporarily. It is stopping. So here I shouldn't get the users anymore once it is stopped, because I'm also connected here. So let's see how long it takes. So I just ran the command here, so show table, and it's not connecting, and you can see that it's coming from the AWS, so it has stopped, and even here it should be now. So we got error here that it's not working anymore. So because we stopped the database, it's no longer working. Of course, this is one of the scenarios. There can be many scenarios, and this is one of the basic example. So I covered here the deployment of Laravel application on ECS cluster, where I used the ECR repository, and I used SQS queues to send from the Laravel application. Also, the data displayed on the front page of Laravel was coming from the RDS table, database table. So this is how I implemented. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching.